What's up, YouTube? It's your boy E. Took me a while to start to make this video because I was thinking about what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it. So, I'm here for another intelligent conversation and actual breakdown of society and what I believe good and evil really is, and how our society and how we live represents evil. And that's why uh, there are people who hate us here as well as around the world because of our hypocrisy, among other things. Uh, if you take a look at society, our society in particular, and given our history, if you given if you even go back in human history, there there are points in our history, in human history, where we've suffered miserably under the tyranny of the few. And what seems to be in common with these uh, tyrann tyrann I can't say it, tyrannical figures, or however you want to call it, whatever. What seems to be in common with these people, usually men, for number one. Number two, they're usually white or Caucasian. I mean, let's just be real. I'm just gonna say that. I know how it sounds, but I'm just really gonna be real. Um, Napoleon, you have Hitler, you have a few, you do have some of the few extreme examples of the greatest moments of human suffering under the tyranny of the few, of maybe even one man. You know, yeah, there are others around the world. There's Saddam Hussein. There's um, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad in Iran. Um, there was Idi Amin in Africa. There was a pharaoh, and things. It goes on and on and on. But what they seem to have in common is uh, the fact that what they do. They make what they do seem acceptable to society. That seems to be the trick. Um, it's it's a puppet show, to be honest. It's just a big puppet show. A huge distraction about the evils of what they're doing. I mean, these people do not know the difference between good and evil. As a matter of fact, the sad thing is, maybe they do. Maybe they just don't care. Maybe they choose evil because they just don't care. For any logical reasons is beyond me. I guess maybe evil isn't very logical if you think about it. Murderers, no one understands why murderers just murder people. It's illogical. No one understands it, or very few people can understand it. Um, Serial killers, rapists, and it goes on and on and on. We think we know, but we don't know. You can write your, psychology reports and try and break it down into section and groups and patterns all you want, but you'll never ever really know what an individual is thinking right there at the moment, or why they're thinking it, or what drives them truly. You'll only know the patterns in the sequence that you find in others. That's as close as we'll get. Um, but to what I was saying, about the tyranny of the few, dominating and creating human suffering of the many, you know, this is to me, evil. What evil is? Evil to me would be people who are selfish, people who want things only for themselves, and it's my sincere belief that that goes against your good nature. I just believe that if uh, God, people who believe in God, I'm such a person. I don't believe in religion, but I do believe in God. But if you believe in God, then you must believe that he created everything. And if he created everything, that means that he had created you, and if he created you, it took some energy to do that. And if it took some energy to do that, that means that he had to share that energy with you. And if he was greedy, then you wouldn't exist. He would want that energy for himself. Why bother? He gave up some of his energy to make you who you are. He had to share. And he continues to do so by creating. So, this notion of giving and sharing, it's godlike. I mean, in it's who we you wonder why it feels good to do things for other people. I mean, everyone calls it the Holy Ghost. No, it's not the Holy Ghost. It's in your nature to do good things for other people. It's just why are you denying it? Why is it a bad thing? Why is it such a hard thing to accept that in your nature is to look out for another human being? Why is that so hard to understand? I don't know. If we just understood that concept, I mean, think, would the world really change? I mean, I don't know. But I mean, isn't that the truth? I mean, doesn't everyone, I don't care who you are, when you do a good thing for someone else, it feels good. I've never, I mean, it's just in your nature that way. But when you're selfish, you feel empty. You feel um, greedy. You feel like you feel unsatisfied. You feel unsatisfied. And the reason you feel unsatisfied is because you're not doing good things for other people. That's the thing that you're missing. And I think that I actually believe that's the meaning of life. To do good things for other people. It feels good when you do it. You live your life. You don't be mean to anyone. You're happy. You're in a society. Everyone treats you equally. You don't look down on anybody. No one looks down on you. You date whoever you want. You live with whoever you want. You are free in the every sense of the word. You wouldn't need laws. No nation would ever need a single law written on a piece of paper if we realize that one simple truth. You wouldn't. Because doing good things for other people, in and of itself, is a good society. It's the perfect society that we were meant to have. But there are few, the few that the tyranny. Yes, what I was saying. Yes, there are those few who are selfish and who do not wish to do good things for other people, and they're unsatisfied, so they can't get enough. They can't get enough of something. They want everything. They want the world, and the world isn't enough. You understand, and you see that pattern. You have to see that pattern. And I find it here in this country among, if you had to identify them, you'd say the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. You'd find it in the Republican Party. I find it in people like Sean Hannity, like Ann Coulter, like Bill O'Reilly, all of them. I find that greed. You find it on Wall Street, you find it in AIG, you find it in capitalism itself. That's what it is. That's the point that I was trying to get to. The problem with capitalism is that it's based on greed and selfishness. That's exactly what it is. Oh, the American dream. What is the American dream? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and work and educate yourself and get a job or a career and make money and get a house and a car and and have all this. Every commercial on TV, you gotta have this car. You have to have this house. You have to have this. You have to have it. You have to have it. No, you